voice that carries them has kept me astray. Too soon to act on it, can we ever be? That all depends on what you're feeling from me. Let me show you all the ways. Let me show you all the ways. Oh, let me show you all the ways. Yeah, let me show you all the ways. Taken by the words that you say. The voice that carries them has kept me astray. Too soon to act on it, can we ever be? That all depends on what you're feeling from me. Let me show you all the ways. Let me show you all the ways. Let me show you all the ways. Yeah, let me show you all the ways. Oh.
Peoples of the planet. Welcome everybody. Professional. What's up, man? Welcome. All the lurkers. Welcome, guys. So we're gonna be back to the survival. We're gonna do some work in the survival game today. Let me open. I guess I have it open. Let me just double check here. How are you guys doing, by the way? Enjoying the weekend? I guess the weekend is almost done, but hopefully you guys are enjoying it. Since I was working in the game today, I decided to stream a little bit. So I was fixing some weapons and stuff earlier, and pretty much that's it. And I wanna right now, it's kind of little fixes I want to do. One of the fixes that I want to start doing it, the return. Welcome to the streamer, man. You have a Monday off from school? That's good, man. It's pretty much like these little fixes, you know. This pink thing right here is just a marker. So I want to start removing those, and I want to go through the game and see if there is crazy bugs that I need to fix before I do the pre-alpha release. So we're gonna try to find some bugs here. I was literally working in the weapons placement. So when you're running, see that when you jump, you have a little effect that goes down when you stop aiming. I was going through all the weapons and double checking that. See when you're running, jumping. Then we have knife. So yeah, that type of camera movement and weapons movement. And yeah, I know I need to fix the textures for my arms. They still don't have texture, but we're gonna get there. So shotgun. Don't I have... Oh, I don't have ammunition. Can I craft some? Maybe. Let me see if we can reload at least one bullet. No, we cannot. Okay, that's good. So why is it... See, these type of things I need to go through and see every little one and say, why is it not doing what it's supposed to do? So now we have a bunch of bullets in there. I'm not sure if I have anything in the code that would not let you reload one bullet. I don't remember adding anything like that. This is the weapon that I like the most, the sound of it. Yeah. Okay, so this is what we're gonna be doing. And by the way, I need to, as well, another thing, I have the other editor here. So we can try to, why is it? Project 2, that's correct. So let's try play this one. Man, I was missing working in this game because I don't know if you guys were following, but we are building that mobile game for a while. I'm still gonna be working in the mobile version, not version of this, but you know, the little game that we are doing, but I'm gonna be doing offline The only thing I need to do at this point with that one is the sockets. I need to add identification so I could socket, at least send a socket up that would just for one client or for all clients, right? Because at this moment, let's say if I start playing the game, I need to send back the XP to you, and you specifically, not everybody. And the way that's working now, something like really dumb that I should have looked before. Right now, if I have 2 games open and I'm sending your XP over, the XP is being sent to both clients. So why did we fail to connect? That's my question here. Some host 777. Are we connecting to the right server here? $49. Oh, we are connecting to a different server. That's why. So connect. Let's try the second one. Now we got connected. Okay, cool. So where is the first player? Man, for a second. Hitmax. Welcome to the stream. For a second I got scared here. Where is the first player? Where are we? Are we that way? Not sure though. Where could we be? Let me see here. I guess I can go back to the forest. What are you doing early in the morning? Dude, it's 4:23 p.m. for me. It's not even close to be early in the morning. You should be asking, what are you doing in the middle of the day? That's what you should be asking. So that guy will be where? What are you doing in the morning? Yeah, exactly. What are you doing? What are you doing this time? So we killed the guy. We got the respawn screen. And let's see if we can get that backpack full of goodies. 6:24 p.m. So let's grab all those goodies. I don't need charcoal, but the bullets will be good. Let's grab everything before it despawn here. Don't remember how far I got with this implementation here. It should despawn in a little bit. So this thing, oh, now it despawned. Let's go back. Where are we? Dude, I get lost in my own game. Baralessius! Long time, dude. No, I'm streaming. I'm streaming every week, dude. Every week, but the thing is, I'm not streaming through the night. Before I was streaming until like 3 o'clock in the morning, that type of thing. Now I'm working during the day, so I'm streaming Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. At least those days are for sure I'm streaming, right? But then I start 8 p.m. Pacific time and goes until 11. So maybe that's why I could not catch it. But yeah, I'm still streaming. I wonder if you're a human or android. Well, dude, we need to get stuff done, bro. You know? Tenacity, that's why. Where are we? I guess. Well, I want to be here because I don't want to move. I think we were that way. Man, I really like the weapons animations now. Way better than was before. Way better. But I'm not an android. Hate Max. Not an android, man. I wish. So then I don't need to sleep. And I would not need to eat. Where's that guy? I just want to check. Like, it should be working. The backpack should despawn in this client as well. But I want to just double check it. I'm in Ireland, so I imagine time difference. Yeah, a little bit. Just a little bit. Not a lot. Well, but I'm glad you got it today. Where is this person, dude? Where are we? So, that's the buildings. We are straight from the buildings. Okay, let me... I guess we are this way. Dude, this map is super small and I get lost on it. Equality! What's up, my man? Welcome to the stream. Sunday. Yeah, it's Sunday for me too. Are we in the other side? I think we are. I should have stayed close to the buildings so I don't get messed up here with the location. Oh, there we go. Dang, son. Oh boy. Yeah, so and that floor is really, that ground is really bright. I need to do some work in my sun. Yeah. So that's good. Illumination. This one doesn't look as bright, but the difference between this one here and the server, I still need to sync the time of day. If you guys notice, the time of day in this client is different than this. So as of now, it's not being synced. Another thing that's missing the implementation is, if we go back to this guy here, we are actually holding a sniper, right? So see, that guy right there is just idle, but we are actually holding a sniper. So we need to add those. See, it just shows as idle. Hello. Just shows as idle. We need to add the weapon animations, like the third person. So that's one. But first, what I want to fix, I think this is going to be pretty easy one, is starting by removing that. It should be transparent, or it should be, you know, you should not see that. Today's 5 hours of stream. I'm not sure, Max. I'm not sure. I ended up streaming today because I was working in a game, fixing the weapon animations. And I say, you know what? I'm just gonna stream for a little bit. So I don't know if it's gonna be a couple hours, or if it's going to be like 5 hours or something. I don't know. Depends how I feel. Let's go back here. Okay, so let me go to that guy. Oh, and that is that. See, we closed the client here, and we still have the player. the real player, the network player, is gone. But what's happening is the third person player is still hanging around. So I can shoot it. See, the health goes down. And then, of course, we failed to send the message through that connection. And then I can keep shooting at it and nothing's gonna happen. Because actually, you know, the real player is not even there anymore. And I don't have bullets. Give myself some here. Primary and secondary. And your video resolution is fixed now. I didn't change anything. That's the most funny thing about it. I didn't change at all my settings. Remember that last stream was Friday? So I took a picture of my settings and they showed to you guys. It's still the same settings. So it maybe was Twitch being, you know, being Twitch. Where is that? Nav mesh, obstacle. So I guess we need to disable the mesh renderer. That's what we need to do for that guy. Let's open this script here. Had to quick check in. Work early tomorrow. I better get some sleep. Burlesque, thanks for stopping by, man. Appreciate it, dude. Have a good one. Let me make this bigger so you guys can see it. And then I want to add something to it. Let me close the game here before we start working on it. Let's do public. Let's do bowl. Is debug equals to false, and then let's do void awake, and then we do if is debug equals to false, we're gonna disable the mesh render for that guy. Catch you in stream soon. Yeah, but nice to see you, man. Have a good one. Go get some rest, bro. So let's do private. That's gonna be mesh renderer. Let's call it yeah, take that one. Private mesh renderer. We could. We don't even need this condition here. Who is it? Is it Greenbone? It is Greenbone. Dude, how are you doing, man? How are you doing, bro? Is the bug. So, as soon that's wake, we can enable or disable Hummer's Edge, dude. Welcome to the stream, my man. Welcome to the stream, bro. Let's move this up. Just doing some, trying to fix like small bugs and little things in the game that, you know, they need to be fixed. They are like, they're not major things. They're not, but I never took the time to do it. So today I'm gonna be hunting little bugs and little things, trying to fix them. Kind of like a very, very chill stream. Chill pill. Let's see if that works. Yep, now we don't have it. And we're not colliding with anything here, right? I don't think so. I don't need to eat that. Hey Jeff, just wondering, good resources for help with VR development and Unity. I don't do VR, Matt. I don't do VR, but if any one of you guys in the chat know, let me see here, because Unity itself, they have some stuff. Let me try to find here. Unity. I just don't know how good are they. Modules, Udemy. Let me see if they even, they should have. Why is that so big? Topics. Virtual reality, maybe. So it looks like they have this area here. I don't know how good this is, but, and the other resource that, where is it? I have so many tabs open that, what is this? Oh, this is another one. I don't think they have VR here, but that website is pretty good. They have a bunch of tutorials for everything. Meshes, rendering, everything pretty much. Yeah. Okay. So that was a quick fix. Yeah, no problem, Matt. You're welcome, man. By the way, welcome to the stream, dude. So now let me try setting that as a debug. And now we should get the thing that the way it was. Yeah, now we get the thingamajigger underneath it, the marker. I got your link, Max. Just give me a second here. I'm gonna copy and paste in the chat. I'm assuming that link is for Matt, right? Yeah, okay, so now we have it. Good, good. Let me copy here. VR basic. Okay. There we go, there is that one. Are you let me ask, Matt, are you going to develop something for which platform are you looking for to do VR? Because you have the Google, you have a bunch of different stuff, right? I never did anything with VR. I have no clue how that thing works. But yeah, thanks Max for the link, man. Appreciate it. Okay, what's this second bug here that we want to fix? There is the, I think in the building blocks, I have a door here that I want to disable the, can I craft a door? Let me grab some wood. Oh, Oculus Rift. Nice, man. Oh, by the way, if you're not in our Discord here, man, if you have any questions, because I think probably KDO, I remember he talking about that his the last company that he worked for, he was doing VR. He was doing a VR game. So probably KDO knows about VR. So if you have any questions, jump on our Discord and try to talk with KDO. We are doing more inventory. Greenbone, now it's kind of like I'm all over the place today. I'm gonna try fix like small bugs, and if I find like a major bug, I'm gonna fix it. So literally today I'm just hunting small little things that I keep putting aside. You know, so it's gonna be a chill pill stream. Just going through these things and trying to fix them. So let's building blocks. Can I craft a door here? There we go. Okay. Oh, and the door is, see, like that type of thing, I have no markers to distinguish the inside part of the door and the outside part of the door. So I guess I need to do that too. And then I guess I need, what else do I need? I need to craft a door lock. I don't even know if I have a door lock. No, I don't. This is everything, right? Yep. I'm asking you guys like if you knew it. Oh yeah, Jeff, that's everything. Let's go custom editor. Custom editor, blueprint editor. Campfire, spawn pad. Yeah, let's create a door lock here. That's common, time to craft. Let's just leave 30 seconds. Result quantity is gonna be 1. Can be used for 0 times. So the result item would be it's a world door lock pad. Select that. And then ingredient, let's keep doing what we are doing here, right? It's gonna be like 1 wood. So it's gonna be resource, wood. And let's select that. And there's a bug here in my editor, I just noticed. World door lock. We save that. So I have a bug here. World. Is it because I have both editors open? Let me close that and reopen. Not the items though. I know. Blueprint editor. Yeah, nothing got created. Let's do world. Door lock pad. Select. Add ingredient. See, it's changing there. Can I save this way? No, I can't. Load base item. Guess I need to enable that debug again. So I'm caching the item so I don't need to be requesting it from the database all the time. Let me enable these debug logs here. That's odd though that this is acting up. Let me close this. Let's try again. See, this is what I was talking about. New blueprint. So looks like the campfire worked fine. Let me reset. Looks like the cached item is still cached. That's why we don't have the log here. Let's do door lock. Okay, now it created, but world item. It's not selecting the door lock though. iBase data. So this is the difference. There's a difference between the world items, right? So there is the world item. And if I go to campfire item, so yeah, so this is the difference. I don't have the campfire item. The campfire is just a world item. So there is something going on with our inheritance in there. If I go, so world items, we have campfire, and we have the door lock. But the door lock, as you guys can see here, door lock item inherits from world item. And a campfire is just a world item. Let me see the differences here. Maybe I forgot to looks like that changed. No need to do that. Okay, let's try again. Can we change it now? Door lock, reset. Let's do world. It's not taking it. So I guess we need to null this cached item here when we reset. I'm pretty sure that's the issue here. "18 references." Okay, we need to open that that blueprint editor and take a look at this reset, what that reset's doing, and then try to null that cache. Cancel, delete, reset. So I have a wrapper here. Is resetting. Okay, so when we click that, we are setting the wrapper to is resetting item. Let me check this. Reset. It's not taking it still. Reset. Okay, I guess we can keep that because we were just checking. Okay. Let's put that back. Select. Let me see if that's the one that we are looking for. Nope. That's not it. Select ingredients. Where? It needs to be all together, Max. Save. Where is the selection for the actually result item? Ingredient, reset, cancel, select. It needs to be all together, man. The first way you wrote, but everything together, no spaces. Select res. You forgot the command for attack. Is that one? Is the first one you wrote? So it's cheer XP 50, but all together. So exclamation mark, cheer XP 50, no space. So select. Is it working? Is it not working? Let me restart the bot here. Let me see if it's gonna take it now. Nope. It's Cheer XP, right? Yeah, I don't know, it's not working, looks like. The guys were playing the other day, but I'm not sure why it's not working now. Sorry, Max, looks like it's not working. Yeah, right, it's recovering, but I should get a message saying, hey, you cannot attack because I am recovering. But I'm not getting that message. Man, the compilation time for this project is just something else. I need to do something about it. Like, when I'm not streaming, I don't notice as much. But now that I'm streaming that I need to wait for the compilation, it takes a long time, dude. World. Door lock. Cached item. Ingredient. Let's do dot base data dot item name. Even the bot gets tired. I don't know. The guys who were playing Friday was working correctly. Is the thing, let me see. Yeah, the slot machine, it's working. Dr. Argus is online. Nice, man. I think he's doing the Ludum there, right? Let's see if I can restart the bot here, guys. Okay, let me try again. Nope, not working. Okay, now I am curious. Why is it? Unless if we forgot the command for it. Let's see here. Bot XP Bitboss. Where is the commands for it? check. So check's working, right? Yeah, check's working. Boss help. Equality. What's up, my man? Yeah. So it is cheer XP. Let me check something. There we go. No exclamation mark. That's the command. There is no exclamation. I don't even remember my own commands, dude. There is no exclamation mark. Yeah. Campfire. You guys are antsy. So let me try something here. Dot ingredient dot cached item equals to null. It's not the right place to do it. Cached item null, I'm doing here, okay. So that's not gonna change anything. The other game is ready to play. Return almost. I just need to, there's one thing in the socket that I need to add, and then I'm gonna be posting the link on Discord. Right here, if you guys are probably in our Discord, but I'm gonna be posting the link for the game in there. So the thing that's missing is that right now, every time that I send a socket message through the server or through the client, it goes to all clients, right? But some socket messages, they need to be sent only to unique clients. So let's say when you start the game that I'm sending the your stats, that stats is just for you, right? It's kind of like, it's kind of the same thing with Unity, where you have send message to all or send message to just one client. So in my socket thing that I create, I need to add that type of thing where I can send socket to everybody and send a socket message just for one player. So it's pretty much that's missing now for the basic version, right? We'll add loots to the stream. I have loots. Yeah, there we go. I have loots. I don't even know if it's working. Nobody has done it for a long time. I think the bot is not... Oh. I think the bot's not actually posting the commands. Chat command. Yeah. The bot, I removed it, I guess. One second, guys. I'm gonna have to restart the bot again. Now the links will start showing up. There we go, dude. So much stuff. Like, I need to figure it out what I'm doing because there's so many things going on. So that actually makes it worse. Huh. I really wish, what is hopefully Unity roadmap? Unity roadmap. (2017-3) assembly definition files. This is what I want. Which version is the current now? Mystic Cities. What's up, my man? Early stream. Yeah, that's like a one-off, because normally I don't stream on Sundays. So I was working in a game. I say, you know what? I'm just gonna stream. 2017. What's the version that we are downloading now? I would take it that's version 2. Jesus. Yeah, 2017 too. Huh. Yeah, because that that assemblies, the cool thing about those is that I'm gonna be able to put my inventory in one assembly, the crafting system another assembly, the building system another assembly, right? So if I'm working in a crafting system, Unity doesn't need to compile inventory and building system per se. It only will compile the assembly, the file that I am working on at that moment. That's gonna lower the time for compilation a lot. So I'm really waiting for that. Just got my first month into the game. Oh, your first mount. Dude, do you have a picture? Reset. There we go. I got your thing here returned. Thanks for the loot, bro. World. Door lock pad. Campfire. There we go. Do you guys see the overlay? Does the overlay is showing it or not? For the loots. Yeah, so let me check here. My stream is broken. Where would be that? It's in there. I don't know why it didn't show, but I'm gonna have to take a look at that. Let's double check what we are setting in here. .id and the same thing. I got your link, Mystic. 1 second, man. Dot item type dot value. Let's check that. Oh yeah, man. Is it functional already, or it's just the mesh? Actually, very quality when up close. But it's just the is it just the mesh, or does it actually function? Reset. After ID 1 world, so yeah, the ID is not correct. Should be ID 3 instead of ID 1. Okay, let me just check one thing here. It's just a mesh for now. Oh, cool, man. Send it over when you get it done. Send it over. So yeah, we have the door in there. Okay. Let me double check if the door is still working. Let me see your link here. Oh yeah. That's the same rock texture that I was using, I think. I think this is the same rock that I'm using, dude. And the same trees. Did you got a chance to do the shader for the map? I stole them for a bit. That's cool, dude. That's getting there. That's getting there, man. The terrain shaders are really hard, I imagine. I want to just double check if the doors here are synced. Yeah, they are. I don't know if you guys can see it, but good. One last thing that we need to worry about. So this is what I want to test here. I want to do inventory, and I want to give myself world and a door lock. Okay. So it looks like we need to fix that. That positioning is completely off. And there's go my net again. What's happening with your internet, Max? Do you know? Do you have an idea? That's completely off. Let me try to place it though. So we have the editor issue and we have the placement here issue. So when I place, the actual door lock goes to the right position actually. Let me build these stairs here. Okay, so the door lock itself, and this door lock was you that made that one, right, Mystic? Mystic Cities did this lock, dude. He made it. Let me see if I can get... So, okay, this, I want to remove it. Yeah. So I want to remove this inventory. We're not going to be using this now. Later in the game, when I finish implementing the other system, we're going to have to use this inventory here because you would have to have stuff in the door to so the door would work, right? But right now, we need to remove that for the alpha. Player. It's so weird though. The player looks so small in that building. Do one thing here. Warner, my man. Thanks for the host, man, and everybody from Warner. Welcome, guys. Welcome to the stream. Warner, dude. Thanks so much for the host, man. I really do appreciate it. Thank you. Let me see. So, if you guys are new here, this is what we are doing. We are building a survival multiplayer thing. And what I'm doing now, I'm going through small bugs and little things to fix because I wanna create a pre-alpha version of it, and then I'm gonna give to you guys so we can start play testing. But this is what we are doing today. What are you working on today? Warner, dude, thanks so much for the host, man. I really do appreciate it. Thank you so much, man. Everybody, welcome. Yeah, I was just saying, I am going through looking for bugs and that type of thing, so I can get a like a pre-alpha build, and we're gonna be able to play together and find the bugs and everything wherever. So I'm going through today, testing network, testing everything that I can, right? I was hoping to get this pre-alpha done by the end of the year, but it's not going to be possible. I'm probably going to be, I don't know, maybe January, February, right? Because the end of the year now you have like all the holidays, all that type of thing, and I'm not having a lot of time to actually work in the game. So do I have stairs here? So I'm kind of going through things, testing, building, you know, placing builds in the world. Fold Aim, Sun Murphy, guys, thanks for the follow, appreciate it. X Study Bear, welcome to the stream, man. Let me put that there. It should that thing should show up in here if the network's working, and it should. Oh, the player is in there. Get out of my way, bro. Oh, look at that. There's a bug. That's what I'm looking for. This guy right here got disconnected, and the visual body is still there. Let me close everything here. Let me start the server again. Christmas ham. How are your game going, Warner, by the way, dude? I remember you working the other day. The other day that I saw it, you're doing, looks like was some like thunder or some sort of effects that was like falling down. You probably got that done already, but that's the last time that I remember you working on the game. How is it going, man? Okay, let's go back here. Let's stay in there. So we were going to place the building in there. There we go. So, like I said, if the network is going, the thing should just show in the client here. Yep. Nice. Looks like that's working. Weather system. It's still not nearly done. Character AI. Oh, yeah, sometimes I do that too. Like I'm working in one system and then I kind of like get burned out of it. Then I jump to other thing, right? And then you get burned out and then you jump back to wherever you're doing before. I think that's a good thing that you're taking at least for me personally. It's good that I'm taking a break of that thing that's kind of like burning me out. But the only issue that I see with that is what I'm trying to solve it now, right? Because I keep jumping from one feature to the other, and then what happens is I don't completely finish the other feature. It's finished, but it still have some bugs here and there. And then after it's done, I need to actually go back and then fix little bugs everywhere. Pretty much, you know. Never finish a thing. Yeah, well, you need to finish, right? You can be jumping back and forward, but every time you jump back and forward, you need to get that feature closer to the finish point, right? The things that I don't do, I finished the feature, but then code like for checkings, like, oh, I should be checking for null, or I should be checking for that thing. And I end up not writing those because I just want to get the feature working. And then later on the road, that causes me a problem. And say, okay, now I need to go and fix that. Same thing with these things, right? Like the door here. Let me do another door here really quick so you know what I'm talking about. So craft that one. Let's put the door in there. So if I do the door lock, I remember that I got the door lock working. So the functionality per se is working, see? But when you place it where it should be, the ghost version of it, it's completely stretched out and it's not going to the right position. At that point, I say, oh, I work on that later. I don't want to, you know, waste my time on it. And then 1 or 2 or 3 months go by, and then I go back to test it like I'm doing now and say, oh, dang it. I never finish to actually put the thing where it should be. And now I need to go and try to remember where is the code that actually, because from this side, I don't even see it where it's being placed, right? But from this side, I see that's being placed, but so if I place it, so the lock itself, it's going to the right position, but the ghost thing, it needs to be fixed. So these little things that you end up not doing because you're lazy, right? It kind of like bites you later. That's why they should be like small breaks. Yeah. The other thing I did though, I was working in the mobile. I don't know if you guys saw it, but I was working on a mobile version of a game just for fun that's gonna be connected to the stream and with Twitch. That one I'm gonna be releasing a version for you guys pretty soon on our Discord. That was another one that I actually started that project to take a break of this game, right? Because I was working so much in the inventory and campfires and like network stuff. It was like I was getting super burned out with all the networking going on. And I ended up saying, you know what, I'm just gonna do this little game for fun so I can stop working in the main game and take a break from it. But now we are back. Now we are back, and then I'm looking everywhere and say, okay, now I need to go. It's going to be like a pain in the neck, but I need to go through, look all these little bugs and start fixing them. So there's that one in the door that we just found it. There is one bug in my, if we go to the blueprint editor, so I just create this blueprint here, and for some reason when I'm trying to create the blueprint for the door lock, so world door lock, it actually, that's my icon by the way, that little icon, it takes it, but when I save, it's actually saving the campfire, right? So that doesn't really affect the game because I can literally go manually and add that item to the scriptable object database, but I need to fix it. And that bug is because all the other items, so the campfire, it's just a world item, right? If I go here, world item, so this is the world item. But if we look to the door lock item, it's a class of itself and inherits from a world item. So something in my code is not accounting for the item being inheritance, right? That's my guess. So that's one. So the door lock is another one. I need to start taking a note of all these bugs that I'm finding now, so I can go through and fix them. So it's going to be the door lock position. Where is my, let me ask Jazz where he put my notes, and I'll be right back, guys. I'm gonna grab something to drink as well, and I'll be right back, guys. Okay, there we go. Now I found it. Now I found it. Okay, let me take a note of that. So, is the door... Can you guys hear me? I think you guys can. My pen works here. I don't know about you guys. I know that most of you guys use like the online tools to make it like a to-do list or that type of thing. I still use pen and paper, believe it or not. So, door... fixed placement. And then we have the blueprint editor. So fix problem. With the door lock. So far, that's it. Oh, there is one more issue here. Make notes to write. Notes on where I put my notes. XP professional. The command that you're looking for is check. CHECK instead of XP. My brain works that way. Yeah, at least what happens to me, if I write down on paper, I feel that I can take that out of my mind. I know that's weird, but this has happened to me. If I go to wherever, if I do a notepad or if I go to a website where I keep tracks of all the things that I need to do, if I write that in there, it doesn't feel that I can just forget about it. I don't know, it's weird. When I write on paper, I can just stop thinking about it. I get my thing and I say, oh, okay, yeah, I remember doing this. I know that's weird, but this is what happens. This is what happens to me, man. They like paper too. Nice, also whiteboards. Yeah, I used to have a bunch of paper sticking on the wall, but then just say, hey, you need to get rid of those things. That's getting like overwhelming. I had papers everywhere, right? When I would have an idea, I would write and stick in the wall. Now I'm writing everything in a notepad. Yeah, so that's what happens. I had one more thing that we had. I remember having the issue with it. I'm gonna check now the campfire. And what was the other issue? Where was it? Oh, the visual body. So the visual body of the player. So let me show you guys what I mean by that. Oh, now I'm gonna get kicked out. I would probably start putting strings between each note. So that's the issue. Let me show you guys here. What's the problemo? So let's spawn in there. Then let's spawn this guy. Log in, connect, some host. Okay, so that's the player. So what happens is, if we kill this guy, so let's try to do that. So let's get a weapon here. So we kill the guy. Where's the backpack? Oh, maybe we didn't have anything in our inventory. That's why we didn't get a backpack. So let's respawn. So we should be back there. We do have stuff in our backpack. Did that failed? Let's try again. Where is the guy? Right there. Where is the backpack, bro? Backpack. Huh. So see what I'm talking about? So we were killing the client. Server kill back issue. Okay, now let's respawn here. We have stuff in the inventory, and this guy has things on the inventory. So now let's kill the server. Missing. One second. That's awesome little graphic. Let me double check this thing here. Net inventory was not found. It's opening in a different Visual Studio here. Let me stop that guy. So see, we can still see the player in there, but that may be because of the exception. But I know that we have for sure one issue with it. So if we are not killing the players, you see, now we have a version of ourselves in there. So is this guy going to spawn the backpack? Yep. Now we got... If we get out of it, where are we? Right there. Grab my stuff back. So the client killing the server spawns the backpack. Let's just wait for that backpack to despawn, and then let's try kill the client again. Okay, so let's try again. I see some sort of... Can you see the marks in there? Oh, so looks like we are trying to send it, but something has been destroyed, but you are still trying to access. And that's from the network pool. That's where it coming from. So for some reason, instead of the object being disabled, the object is being destroyed instead of being returned to the pool. Let me add that. Instead of being disabled. See these little things, man. Little things in life. Close that. Now I'm gonna show you the real bug that we have, that I know for sure it's in there. So we spawn with this guy, okay? And we spawn with that guy. So now, there. I'm gonna jump on top of this thing. And then we are there. Watch this. If I just quit without the other using killing me, look what happened. See? The visual body is not being removed. FPS player. Let me see if I can pinpoint this quick. If we can solve it quick, we do it. Otherwise, it's gonna be one more that goes to the notes. Tag face cam. Okay, so it looks like this only controls the visual body itself. On player spawn, on player died. Player vitals. Player network damage. $160p is too much for me. I'm sorry, Max. I'm starting to have issues, man. But can you... Well, you can only watch in 160, right? Even though you have the other options. I guess it's your internet, man. You need to figure out why you're getting that. Visual body. Here's what I'm trying to do, guys. I'm trying to look where in the code the I am disabling the visual body, because when we kill the other player, the visual body actually gets disabled. So I want to do the same thing when we just logged out, right? It's your internet. Sin Murphy, I see 1080. Yeah, I'm streaming 1080. 1080 is the source, right? Source. Yeah, Max, you need to figure it out what's going on, dude. Player die. So looks like the player manager So we could see you tomorrow. See you tomorrow, Max. Thanks for stopping by, man. Appreciate it, dude. Have a good one, man. So let's do network handlers, event handlers. On application quit. So looks like I was doing some work in here. Net visual body. Dot value, and what's the second parameter? False. Let's see if that does it. I think that should work. Okay. Oh man. Okay, so now if we quit the game, it's now removing it. Client is connected. Let's do this independent of the client. As well, it should be connected. Let's add VB so we can filter by it. Are you guys, let me ask you, if you guys are playing Destiny, please join our Discord server. We need to start playing together. So if you guys have Destiny 2 for PC, join to our Discord channel. We have also, let me see here, where we have the Game Dev clan. If you guys, you guys should be able to join 5 in the morning. It's a hard time to catch, Jeff. I played it up to level 7. It's kind of mad to me. Really? Dude, that game is so addictive to me. You have no idea. So addictive. I don't know, I guess it depends, right? It depends the person, but I played Destiny 1 so much. And then I was waiting for Destiny 2 to come out for PC, right? Because it came out on console first, and I said, okay, I'm just gonna wait. Because I have the PS4 and I have the Xbox. But I was waiting for PC because it looks so much better on PC. And then finally I got to play it. But yeah, we need pips. We need pips to do the raids and do the everything. So let's do visual body. If we quit here, application ending. I think it's also my mood lately, more than playing them. Yeah. Well, when I wanted to take a break from you know, from like programming and stuff, I play Destiny then. Yeah, let me put it back here in my screen so I can see if my stream is not dying on me. So that didn't change anything. On player died. Drop player inventory, okay. So player backpack manager, we drop the items. Oh, we are not sending the visual body identifier, we are sending the network player identifier. I didn't have a group to play with, probably a big factor. Sam Murphy, join our Discord, dude. I don't know which time zone you are right now, but I am on Pacific time. And normally I'm home like after 7 or 8. And Monday, Wednesday, and Friday I am streaming. So if I get home early, Tuesday and Thursday, I would be playing. So yeah, if you're in Central, you are what, like 4 hours ahead? 4 or 2 hours ahead? So if it's 4 hours, it would be midnight for you. I don't know if that's too late. I'm trying to look here where I have a reference to the network player, because I need... Here we are good because the event itself is carrying the network player for us. But when we were calling in here, so this is what we need to do. We need to call it there, right? And we need a reference. to the player. Player block movement. Yeah, it would be 2 hours ahead. Okay, that's not so bad then, because if I start like 7 or 8, it will be like 10, I guess, unless if you're going to sleep at 10. But yeah, dude, we could play together for sure. I was playing yesterday. I was playing a little bit. Saturday night. Tomorrow I'm gonna be streaming, but then Tuesday I'm gonna be playing it. Well, I'm gonna work in the game and then play after. Do I have, because I have a reference to the player here. Can I get to the net player through it? Don't remember if I have that. Oh yeah. That's what I'm talking about. So let's see if this works now. If we still have the reference to that guy, that should work. Okay. Okay, so let's just disconnect. Hopefully that works. Nope. It does not work. Don't log. Okay. We are sending the message out to the server. So the server should do it. Visual body toggle. Who is doing? Because we are sending this message through the network. On start server, go to definition. So we received the message in the server. VB server failed to find player game object with NAT ID of, and then we're gonna do message dot object ID. I guess if I had to guess, the ID that we are getting to find player 2866. Okay, so if I had to guess, that ID, that network ID is not correct, or is not set or something. So 266 and 268, those are our players. So if I close this, 268 will ask the server to find 268 disconnecting client. So we are sending that message over to the server. And the server is not receiving at all. So is it because we are disconnecting? What's the method that would run before on application quit? Because I need something. Because if the application is quitting, and that's why we are not receiving the server message, we need to do that before. Unity3D method before on application quit. So on application quit, on disable, on destroy, on enable. That doesn't help me. On application pause. If I had to guess, this on application quit is quitting the game before we have a, well, but this is being done. Go to definition. We will ask server to find player. That. We'll ask server. And then let's add one more message here, just to see if we get in this part, debug.log. Let's do our filter. VB server received visual boy, visual body. Because if this gets to the server will do its thing. And if that's not getting to the server, then the problem is with the on application quit. Maybe we could use on client disconnect, but I think that is only in the server side, right? Or we could move that code to the server, but then the server, when the client quits, we could move that to the server side. And then when the client quits in the server, we say, hey, send this message out. I guess that, I think that's even a better way of doing, instead of relying on the client to send that message, right? I think that's a better way to do. So let's clear that. Let's clear that and quit this guy. Yeah, so see, the server doesn't get anything. Just say, we'll ask, but by the time that's sending this message to the server, it gets cut it out. Like the application is gone already. So I think it's FPS Network Manager. Yeah. Johnny. Oh, it's just exclamation mark check. You got it in there already. So just do exclamation mark check. Welcome to the stream, man. Network Manager. Did I stop that one? There we go. So do I have client on client disconnect, on client connect, change scene, on client disconnect. Oh, it's cheer XP, Johnny. All together, type cheer XP and then the number. That's the command that you're looking for. All together. It needs to be all together. No spaces. No spaces. There we go. One more hit, you get to be the boss. Oh, there you go. Professional got it, dude. Professional jump in front of you. Actually, here's how it works. Everybody that attacked attack the boss, you go to a list, and then when the boss is defeated, from that list I pick one at random, and that becomes the boss. So there was Johnny and Professional in the list, and then end up being Professional. Sorry. Level 17, dude. Okay, let's see if we are getting those. Okay, let's go on top of the thing here. Client disconnect. Why is that not being called? Player not destroyed when connection disconnected. What? What are you trying to say to me? On client, I'm using on client. On player, is that a Unity method? On player disconnected? On disconnected from server. I don't even know if those things are even Unity callbacks. When was this? 2012? No, it cannot be. Unit on server disconnect. Debug.log. Oh, he's still recovering, Professional? Thanks, son. Okay. Let's add our filter here. One of those methods would have to work. Okay. Jump in there. And then quit. There we go. That's being called. Player controllers. Game object. So this message, this is not how it's supposed to be done, but let's see if this would work. Client send, and then this will be true. Let's use that for now. Object ID. So let's grab this component. Let's see if that would work. That, let's do VB is equal to so let's do player go. Player go, and then we do player go dot get component. Double check something because we could. Do we have a, yes we do, we have a network identity on that guy. So let's do that. Network identity. Network identity. And then we do value. Visual state would be false. And then let's do send to all. That. Wait a second. That's the index of the message. Yeah, so this will be player manager. That's private. It's because I'm hacking through the code in there that I just want to see if it's going to work. And then I need to find a way to make it, you know, better. But I'm just hacking through it now to see if that would work. message indexes. I'm so lost. New merge into Unity. I'll have to learn all this someday. Dude, this is not super hard to learn. Like, I'm working in this game. Of course, I'm working in the game for almost like 2 years now, right? In this game. When I start working with Unity, I had no knowledge of Unity at all. I downloaded Unity, I installed in my computer, and I start in the beginning, like in the first like 3 months, I start creating, like going through tutorials and creating like small little games, right? And then after, I started doing tutorials related with the things that I wanted to build. So I knew it that I need inventory system. I knew it that I needed character controller, that type of thing, weapons. And then I start kind of like doing it tutorials related with what I wanted in my game. And then I kind of, from those tutorials, I built on top of it, you know, I changed it. And then I start building for the game. And even this network stuff that I'm doing, I don't really know 100% of UNet. Like, there's a lot of things that I'm still learning, right? Even those callbacks here, those are things that I'm still figuring it out. When this is called, when this one is called, right? So I am still learning. It's not difficult. I'm gonna tell you that. Like, if you keep on it, it's not difficult. So let's use this guy here. This is what we are looking for. Anyways. Okay. This is a very, very hackish code here. We are just grabbing references from everywhere. This needs to be done differently. This, it should be done through the player manager, right? Player manager. So we have an instance of it. Okay, I guess we can change that easily. Let's see if this would work at least this way. Game maker for a long time. Get used to it. Multiplayer is a whole, yeah. Yeah, well, yeah, networking, yes, I'm gonna tell you. Making a single game, it's a completely different beast than making a multiplayer game, right? So in terms of complexity, single games are way, way easier to do. Pretty much when you're doing multiplayer, you're building 2 games, right? It's the illusion of the single player client that you have, like your client, but then you need to build the game where you have other players. So you have all those messages going through. So it's more complex than a single player, but I'm gonna tell you, if you keep working on it, it's not hard. It takes time though. Okay. Single player is way harder since you don't. Single player is way harder since you don't do the opponents on multiplayer. Oh, you mean because of the AI? That's what you're talking about? Because you need to create an AI? My opinion, I rather create the enemies for a single player. I rather create the AI than work with network code. Like, I do like to work with network code, but you know, it's, if I had to say what's harder, AI or network code, at least to me at this point, network is harder, right? Because this is the first time I'm doing network, so network's still harder for me. Maybe it's different for you, maybe, you know, but to me, if you say, hey Jeff, what do you want to write, AI or network, I would say I go for AI any day. Okay, let's see if that goes. Oh, we got something going. So it works. It's all perspective. Well, it also depends on your experience, right? If you know a lot about AI and you don't know a lot of network, in my case, I would go for the AI. But it also depends, like, is really AI or is like a dumb eye, you know, like it needs to be something really good. So it also depends, like, how smart is your AI, because something super smart, that probably would be even more difficult than network code for sure. Player manager. So this we need to remove from its own class at some point, right? Network send to all. Could we do player manager? Oh, that's a private. Okay, but I guess here we can just do what do we need here? We need different variables. So that will be net identity dot net ID dot value and then false. That makes more sense. That, so we don't need to create this message anymore. That cleans that up. So we only get the network identity and then we say, hey, player manager, do what you gotta do. Let's see if that goes. New amaze dumb eye enemies. Exactly, man. Dumb eye. Oh. It was like, I was impressed. Unity first crash. I was impressed with Unity. Normally when I'm streaming I crash like 5 or 6 times. This is the first time that we crashed today, so I guess we're good. Okay. Code works. Code works. The only thing is now I'm thinking, is this where it should be? And this we can change to player go. Player go. And then we do player go. Else let's do a debug log here. Server. Oops. To remove. List. Let's do an error here. Error. Let's do the player. Something like that. And then we do if that identity is different than null. So if we find that, right, we should always have that, but we are going to send this. Otherwise, we're gonna do our else here and then debug another error. Failed to remove player. Body. The player was not found. Right? Good. So that bug, hopefully now that bug is gone. Can you run 2 instances of Unity to the test multiplayer, or do you have a virtual box? I have 2 instances. I have 2 instances of it's the same project, but I use symlinks. So let me see if I can show you here. So documents, Unity. So right here, this is the main project, right? So if I go here, this is the main project. But I have another folder that's project JC2. And if you look at it, the assets and project settings, they are a symlink to the assets here and the project settings. So what I do, I just create this folder, and then I create this folder here, this symlink, and then I create that symlink. And then I open Unity and I say open the project from project 2. And then Unity creates the library, the everything else for this project. Even though all the assets are the same, they have a different library, right? So you can actually run two editors from the same project. And let me see if I have the link here for that thing. Where right here. Where is it? Dang, son. So you'd go to download, and then you would download here. So let me I'm gonna give you this link. So read this page. Can I? Yeah. So read this page here. They have kind of like some sort of tutorial how you create the symlink. You just right click after you install the software. You're gonna so this is what you do. After you install the software, you're gonna have this thing. So when you click in the folder, a right click, you would have an option to say pick link source, right? And then you would go to the folder project 2, you would right click and drop as symlink. That's the only thing you need to do. And then you create those two symlinks, and then you go to Unity and say open from project 2, and that will go through the process of importing and everything, and that will create its own library in there. Yeah, no problem, man. You're welcome. Yeah, that's a way better than having to build, like every time you need to test, like go and build, open that thing, run from that. And having two editors, you have the console. You can debug log in the client, and you can debug in the server. It's super handy. Just double check if we're still good to go here. There we go. Perfect. Now, let me see something here. I want to verify. I'm going to throw that away. I want to verify something here. Did we got... I'm looking for the quantity. So if I drop 500 wood, do we get 500 wood here? 500, yeah. So it's working. Now, Can we stack in there? Probably not. Let's throw that away. Let's throw that away, throw that away. And let's throw all this away as well. Charcoal knife. Oh, and see that when I drop things, they are actually pushing the player away. I need to fix that. The drops should not move the player or not collide with the player. Right? Take that down. Okay. So let's move away of these things here. Let's go here. Let's grab this guy. What? Oh, I see what's happening. We fix the bug when the client disconnects, but with Unity we have, looks like, because this editor here is running as a host. So the host is where you have the server and the client running together, right? And I think for some reason, when we disconnect, this guy is not being called. Let me see if there's something else. So we need to call that in 2 different places. If that's the case, we clear this and then stop. Saving weapon. Maybe it is being called. Maybe it's something else. Server. Is called. Come on. Yeah, so see, this is not being called. On client disconnect. And that's the problem that we have when you run there. This is not the only problem I had. I have a lot of more problems related with inventory, related with the campfires. Things, they happen a little bit different when you're running as in host mode, as if you're running just a server and then having the clients connecting to it. So that is also a pain, because the methods that are called when you're running server and client separate, all the methods are being called normally. when you're running as a host, it's a completely different thing. See, that also doesn't get called. Don't remember how I did that bug, but I need to be paying attention. That's one of the things that kept me away from multiplayer. Yeah, you need to take into account, like, because I think in the beginning, when I'm doing the at least when I'm doing the pre-alpha, right, you would not have the option to run as a host. But in the future, I want to let people run as a host, because let's say if you want to play the game and you want to host and you just want to play with your friends, you could host like a little server, and then your friends could connect to it and you guys could play just you guys, right? But for the pre-alpha, I think I'm gonna be the one hosting the server, and all you guys will have just the client version, right? And then everybody would be connecting to it. But I'm building the code thinking that in the future I want to have the host option, right? And that's kind of like another thing completely. Okay. Okay, so this guy, we have some stuff in the inventory here. So if I kill that guy, do I have bullets? For some reason, now we got the backpack. Better get from the start too. Yeah, that's for sure, but it's a lot more difficult. Where do you even start when you're developing a game like this? By the way, welcome to the stream, man. Actually, let me just pick up my stuff here. Oh, and I'm having the problem with the mouse here. So that's another bug. Let me take a note. After kill, mouse stop. Working. Okay, so where do you start? Let me try to remember. Keyboards flying. Well, where did I start on this game? What was the first thing? Oh, let me see if I have it here. I'm gonna show you guys. Hopefully I have it. I used to have that. I have like a video from the first version of the game. I don't know if I'm gonna find the video. Where is it? This is one image that I have, but this is very similar to what it is now. You see this one? That's pretty similar. Yeah, this one, it looks a little bit better, right? But see that my UI was white. The things were in this side. What is this one? Oh, this was testing the bullets. I don't know if I have... Well, I have it, but I don't know if I have in this computer. What it would be. I don't know. I'm gonna find it and then I can show you guys. But yeah, I have it. The first thing I did in this game that I remember was the map. The generation of the map was the because this map here is being procedurally generated, right? So that was the first thing I started doing. It was the map generation, because I don't go and manually place all these trees in there, right? So you have trees that are placed, and if you look at it now, you can see that you have like clusters, right? You have clusters of trees, right? It's kind of like the same way that the forest starts up. So if you plant a seed, a tree would grow here, and then trees would grow around that first tree because of the seeds, and then that's kind of like how it grows. So you have clusters, and then of course you have these ones that are like bushes kind of type of tree that just they come up everywhere. The other thing that's being procedurally generated is these barrels here, and also the rocks. See? So I have those. I started doing the procedural map myself. I did it, I got it working, but it was a lot of work, a lot of things, and it was not even close to do all the things that I'm doing with this one. So I end up trashing the one that I was creating from scratch, and then I found out about this one here. Let me see. And this is what I'm using now. I'm probably gonna have to change the code in the future, but for now it's working, right? And it's called Map Magic. This is the one I'm using now. So I started with that, and then after that point, I don't know if you guys noticed, but like my weapons, they are from what is it? I don't even remember the name of that package. I think realistic FPS, realistic FPS prefab. So this one right here. So then after creating the map that I wanted, I bought this package and I started looking at how I would go about having the weapons, because at the same time I was learning Unity, right? So I got that package so I could learn how this person, at least the person that created this package, was handling like the weapons and the firing and all that stuff. Then I got this package and I put the player in my map, and then I start changing the code to work for the things that I wanted it to work for, right? So I like right now, probably the code is completely different than when I bought this package, because now it supports inventory, it supports network. There's a bunch of things that are different, but I kind of got some ideas from this package to actually make my game, right? So I started with something, and then by looking that thing, I made my own, kind of like I morphed that to the thing that I needed. And then after that point, I create the inventory system. That this is what you're looking in the screen, right? So I create the inventory system after that point, and then I create the crafting system. If you click on the item, you can split, right? And then it's split in the inventory. And that's kind of like the same part of the, it's kind of like inventory and crafting system. They are very, very tied together. And then I had to add things like, if I drag from this inventory to this inventory, right? You would remove the item from this inventory to this inventory here, because they are completely different inventories, right? So then you have the inventories going, and then I started working on, and everything that I'm telling you at that point was everything single player, right? And then I start adding the trees, right? So after having the character running around the inventory, I start adding the trees on it. So I say, okay, how do I make the trees in a way that I can chop them? And so after I got the trees done, was super easy to implement the rocks right here, because the rocks, they pretty much use the same code, but instead of giving you wood, they give you rocks, right? They give you stone. Dude, this game looks so damn good. Look the duck. Welcome to the stream, man. Yeah, so I did that, and thank you, man. Appreciate it. So I did the trees, I did the rocks. Then I did the building blocks, right? So then I start building the building blocks. And 2 years ago, I had no way to find these building blocks to buy it, because I am really bad of 3D software. I cannot do models, right? I need to buy it. So that's why all my weapons and my characters, I didn't do them. I just did the code. But as soon as I get money to pay someone to do what I want, this game is gonna be completely different. It's gonna look completely different. Right now it just looks this way because I am not able to make the game look the way that I want. But in the future, so I did the building blocks, and I made these blocks myself in Blender. So I literally took me, I think, a month to create walls, doors, stairs, because I had to go on YouTube, look how people would cut the meshes, put meshes together, and it was really, really hard for me. But I had to create my building blocks, right? Because I had them nowhere to buy. So these ones I built myself. And then campfire, these little things right here, I bought from the asset store. Again, they don't look the way that I want, but they work for now, right? So it's pretty much prototype. The entire game, it looks like a prototype. It doesn't look the way that I want. The game that I want, it looks like completely different. Like the weapons that I want are weapons kind of like Destiny type of weapons. They're completely different of these weapons, but you know, this is what I need to go with. Yeah, placeholder graphics, yeah. And then I did that. I did the building blocks, and then I did the campfires. So the campfire, if you place like wood on it, it should start creating cooked meat here. If I don't have a bug on it. Let's see. Yeah, so see, now we get cooked meat here. And you can see like all the things here are updating, right? So do we have the other client going? No, we don't. But this is also working through the network. So if another player comes in here, now he would have meet in there. Actually, I can show you. And let me turn this off because this sound is awful and my Unity just crashed. Let me reopen. Project 2. Oh, I think I know where the bug is. Connect. So this is going to be connecting. Here's the bug I noticed now. This player is dying. So I think that last time this player completely died. So let's eat that one. And let me take this guy to the campfire here. If I don't have bugs, we should see... Oh, campfire in use. So let me get out of here. And then if I look here, see now we get the meat here. So let me take this charcoal out. And now let's go back to the campfire here. There's no more charcoal in there, right? So after creating all these items, I guess, as a single player, I started making them work through the network, right? Some people think that it's harder to do that way. Some people think I did it. That's the only way that I knew it, how to do it, because I didn't know how to create a single player to begin with. So as I was making the single player, I was learning how to make a game that's a single player. But I always wanted the game to be multiplayer, right? But like baby steps, right? First, I learned how to make a single player. And then after I say, okay, so how do I make this network thingamajigger work? And then I start learning and reading and going through tutorials, seeing how people do it. And then I start creating my own network. Wasn't easy. I'm going to tell you, wasn't easy. There was some moments that I say like, man, I don't know if I'm going to be able to overcome that problem because I don't know how to, I don't know why it's not working or which callback should I be using or whatever. But you keep at it. You keep trying, keep trying, keep trying. You put that aside. You work in something else. And then one day you're watching a video or a tutorial and you see something similar and you say, oh, that's it. Let me go back to it and see if I can get that piece to work. And then you try that and sometimes works, sometimes doesn't. You keep on going, keep working on other things, and then eventually you're going to find the solution, right? Because if other people did it, it's possible, right? You know that's possible. You just need to figure it out how it's done. But that's how I started the game. I'm the guy that who always forgets to save. Crashes a lot. Yeah, I save. Normally I saved as often as I can. Sometimes I forget to save as well. But the thing is, if you're not working... Let me see if the guy went away. Yeah. If you're not changing things in the scene, let's say, if you're not changing properties in here and dragging things, because if you're dragging things to properties in the inspector and Unity crashes, you lose all that work you did, you know, dragging stuff up. But if it's code-wise, as long as you're saving on Visual Studio, your code is there, right? And normally when I'm coding, you need to save it. So when you go back to Unity, it gets recompiled and then it works. So in terms of code, I never lost anything. In Unity, what I lost was like relationships and properties and things that I was doing here through the hierarchy and the inspector, right? Those were things that I lost it. Yeah. Okay, let's try to find some more bugs. Now is bug finding time. As far as I remember, we are trying to test the backpack, right? And looks like I'm having an issue with this weapon. Is it the... This one is working. The sniper works. So let me grab all that. So now we killed the server, right? From the client, we killed the server. So let's go back. Let's see if I can be fast enough. So this is empty, okay, because that guy got all our stuff. So let's wait until that thing despawns. Come on. Okay. And now let's try... Is it working now? No, that weapon has something going on with that weapon. Yeah, this weapon is working. So now we got the client and we got our stuff back. Let's put everything back to our inventory. Throw that away. Go back here, respawn with this guy. And then we have the mouse issue. See, I can move, but I don't have mouse control. So that's a bug. Player. Iron sights. Got to run for now. Great stream. Yeah, dude. Thanks for stopping by, man. Appreciate it. Let's see if we can play some Destiny together sometime. If you guys are playing Destiny, join our Discord so we can play together. But yeah, man. Thanks for stopping by. Appreciate it, dude. That. I think that, if I can remember, camera control. This is the weapon camera. Flashlight. FPS camera. That is disabled and it should be enabled. Yeah. Now we have the control back again. So for some reason that component, it's not being enabled. after we get killed. Huh. I guess when we respawn, that component, it's not being enabled. So let me take a note of that. Camera. Not being enabled after death. Okay. Okay, so that's one. If we kill the server here. I use Trello for my to-do notes. It's really good. Yeah, Shaq, yeah, I was telling the guys earlier. I know a lot of you guys use Trello and like online tools to keep track of your of the to-dos and everything you need to do. But for some reason, I need to write them down with paper and pen, like pen and paper. If I use Trello, I don't know, it's something in my brain. I don't feel that I can let that go, right? If I write with pen and paper and I write it down, I feel that I can stop thinking about it because it's in there. I can grab it and I don't know, it's a weird thing. So I write down, because if I put online, it kind of like I keep thinking about it. I kind of keep the list in my head because I'm afraid that I'm gonna lose it somehow or something. So I don't know, it's just weird. But just the act that I'm writing down, I feel that I can forget about it because it's on paper, right? So we have this issue. Inventory. And welcome to the stream, by the way, man. Welcome. Ammo, primary ammo. Okay, so I guess we have a problem, and looks like it's only with the pistol. Let me leave the pistol in here and this weapon in there. Let's turn everything off. Let's get out of the game. Nope, not firing. Not firing. Still not firing. So it's something with the pistol. Now it's firing. Is it because of player movement? I think it is. So I didn't move at all. Not firing. Firing. Now I'm gonna move a little bit. Firing. Nope. Running. Is after running. And then the weapon just works fine. So, to use the pistol in my game, if you don't run, it doesn't load the weapon. So you need to equip and run. I think it's the run, dude. But how is the run affecting? Am I checking something weird for the pistol? Not firing. Just walking. Unequip. Equip. Take it out of here. Put it back. Walk forward. Walk back. Now. Run. It is the run, dude. You need to grab the pistol and run. Otherwise the pistol doesn't work. So if I took that out, this works. Now if I put it back, let me put another pistol. Inventory, weapon. Now let's take this one out and put this one in. Yeah. Now every pistol works. So you need to be equipped with the pistol and run. After that point, all the pistols start working. Okay. I guess, did I edit that one? Blueprint. Pistol. Need run to function. Okay then. Okay. I think I'm gonna check every weapon now at this point. At least the weapons that I have so far. And if that only happens with the pistol, that's gonna be super strange. So we have that one. So let's do a AK. Oh, I guess I need to. I'm not gonna run. Well, I'm gonna get all the weapons, restart the game, and then start testing. So the AK, let's craft that. Shotgun, craft that. And a sniper, craft that. Oh my goodness. Why is the AK so difficult? Normally I have like 3 seconds for everything. So at this point in my game, everything is like, pretty much everything is 3 seconds to craft. And you just need 1 wood to craft anything in the game. So you just grab a couple of wood and you're done. You're done farming. So okay, we got all the weapons, I guess. And let me add, since we are at it, ammo, secondary ammo. So this game is gonna work. I don't know if you guys remember Destiny 1, that you had primary ammo, secondary ammo, and heavy ammo. That's how the ammo is gonna work here in the weapons. So you would have primary ammo, primary weapon, secondary weapon, and heavy weapon. And then the ammo goes in the same way, primary, secondary, and heavy. So it doesn't matter the weapon. If it's a primary weapon, any primary ammo would work in that weapon. So that's how I'm building it. So okay, so pistol does not work. MP works. works. The knife works for sure. AK works. Shotgun works. And let's do the so the sniper works. The only issue, so we have like 7 weapons, right? If you count the knife. The only weapon that has the issue is the pistol. Now, if we run, do I need to reload? Why it didn't work now? So you need to run maybe for at least like a second or half a second. What a weird bug. So if I just run really quick and stop, it does work. So we have that. Okay, the door here. I wanted to disable. Where is it? Not R, but this side. I want to disable this inventory here. I need to add the other system. There's gonna have another system. And then when I add that system, we're gonna need this inventory here because you would have to have stuff in here. So the electronic door would work, right? It just doesn't work out of nowhere, right? So I think that one is gonna be easy. Okay, save that. Main UI. Let's go to the scene here. 2D. Okay, so options panel. If I disable that guy. Okay, that's gonna be, hopefully that's gonna work. Let me see if that's not gonna break anything. Because we don't need inventories in the doors at this point. I need to add the territories, right? The territories, and then when I add that, we're going to be using the inventories here. Set code. Okay. So I can open and I can close it. Let's double check with this guy here. So it's asking me to authenticate. That's correct. If I try to open, the user is not allowed. I don't know if you guys can see that, but right here, yeah, you guys can see it. It says every time I try to open, where is it? Let me clear. See, the user is not allowed. That's good. So if I open the thing and I authenticate, let's do 5656. Authenticate. Cancel. Failed authenticate. The code does not match 3636. Okay, so authenticate 3636. Authenticate. Now we can open the door. Okay. Now if this guy comes here, he can still open. That's good. Reset code. Let's do 3333. Reset. Now this guy, let's clear here, but it's now opening. The user is not allowed. And if we do in a lock, it asks us to authenticate. So what was it? 3333. Now we can open. Cool. So it didn't broke anything. It's just the door now. It don't have the inventory. The user is not allowed outer. Oh, okay, okay, 1 second. I am authorized on that one. And I'm not authorized on that one. Set code. Oh, it has the lock, but the code was not set yet. So just by the fact there's a lock on it, I cannot open, right? So you don't need to be super fast and say, oh, I need to put the lock and I need to set the code. As long as you put the lock in there, and I am the owner of that key. So as far as I remember, just by being the owner, you can open the door. Yeah, so this guy can open, and I need to actually make it different. Yeah, because I have the inner door and then I have the outer door. So there's the two sides, right? And you can only set the codes through the inner side of the door. But right now, I have no way to tell because I need to make my texture different, right? I need to make my textures in a way that I'm going to be able to tell where is the outside and the inside of the door. So this, you always, when you're, for example, so this is how would work. Let me grab some wood here. Okay. Now let's craft the doorway and let's craft a door. So, can put the doorway in there. And here is the catch. At least in this implementation, right? So I can put the door. I think it's R. Yeah, I don't know if you guys notice in the borders here, you can see that it becomes like different. So I'm kind of like switching the door if it would open to the outside or if it would open to the inside. I just need to make that more clear so you would know, okay, I wanted this door to open outside, right? So now this door would open to the outside. And then if I go and add the lock to this door, one thing that I need to fix is, see that the positioner here is kind of like stretching the lock in a weird way, because this is supposed to be just like a green thing that would go wherever the door is placed, right? And the catch is, you need to place the lock from the side of the door that you want to the menu to be accessible. So you always would be placing your locks from the inside of your base, right? So you don't want to come here with your lock and put your lock here, because people would be able to access the code. So from this side, there is no way that you can authenticate. You only would be able to authenticate if you're inside here. So as soon as I place, see, now I have access to this menu here to set the code. If I go this side here, I don't have access to the menu. I'm clicking, but there's no access, right? I can open and close, but no access to the menu. And here I can access the menu. And this guy here, let me see. At least I think he should not be able to open the door. So it's that door right there. In use, okay, so this guy has the menu open, so yeah, he cannot open. And even if he could, if this guy, for example, let's say that I am in the menu here setting a code, right? See that says in use? So this person would not be able to open and close until we finish doing wherever we are doing here, right? So we would set the code. Let's do 2323 set. And then it's not used anymore, but I cannot open. And then let's say, okay, let's say this guy was our friend. Let's say, hey dude, coming in. Let's say, okay, let's do it. Okay, gets in. The owner closed the door. And then you say, okay, the code is, I don't even remember. Now we have the access, and I think it's 3636. Nope. Clear 3333. Oh, it's 2323. Now we got it. Now we can open and close from there. This guy can open and close. And now if we go to the other side, we can open and close. And now let me double check the menu thing here. So we are resetting the code or doing something. Oh, this guy still can open the door. Okay, I thought that I had locked that, but looks like I'm only locking when there is no code in the door. So until you put a code here, the person would not be able to open the door from the other side. And what's the reference that I'm getting in here? Pull objects. Is this a network pool of some sort? No, this is a local pool. Player vitals. Oh, I think I know what it is. Did someone died already? I think someone should be dead already here. That's why we're getting that. Can we still open the doors? That's the question. Yes, we can. That one we are not allowed. And that one we can. And we should be able to open any door here. Yep. Cool. So what else? Oh, I have one more thing here. This lock I can use as many times as I want, and it's not being removed from there. Let me take a look in my items here. World items. Researchable. Damageable. Build range. Oh, I think something is missing in my editor. Because I'm missing the property FX. I'm missing the property destroy on use. That should be true. But I don't see that property here. So I think I'm missing that field. So let's try items, door lock items. Door lock pad. In our data here is droppable, stackable, is broken, breakable. Quality. Where would be? Current health should be 100. Let me double check. So, decryption table. See, decryption table has destroy on use, and that should be the same for the lockpad. Destroy on use, yeah, it's right there. I was being blind. Destroy on use. Let's take a look in the code here. That would be interactable. Toggle the door. That's not what I'm looking for. Let's go to our scene in there. Door lock positioner. That's what we are looking for. What is this? It is Sunday, Yag. Welcome to the stream, man. Just doing a bonus stream. I was working in a game earlier today, and I say, you know what? I'm just gonna stream it. So now we are here. What? Oh, this is probably mono behavior. Yeah, so I was working in a game earlier and so you know what? I'm just gonna stream. Working on the survival, yeah. How did you know? Did you see it? Request server to save door lock. Message index save. FPS network manager. Yeah, what I'm doing today is just going through, looking for bugs, and then trying to fix them, right? I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 bugs so far. So now I'm making a list. I fixed 2, right? On save door lock. Oh, this is something I need to change. It's working, but I want to change. I don't want to use those custom properties. So door lock, remove, this was the reason why we refactored the entire inventory to use scriptable objects, because I don't want to use these anymore, right? This is pretty much creating properties at runtime, right? Because the item doesn't have that property. So then what I did from world item, now we have one more inheritance that will be the door lock. So the door lock is a world item, but has its own class. So on that door lock, I can have the property inner inventory ID, because other things that are world items, let's say a wall or a door or a campfire, wherever, they may not have this property inner inventory ID. Only the door lock would have, right? So we kind of create like one more inheritance to be able to remove these custom properties here. It was working fine with the custom properties, but I kind of don't like it. So that's why we did the entire refactoring on the inventory, so we could overcome the inheritance, because Unity, when it was serializing between the C# code and the C++ code, it was doing something nasty that we were losing the inheritance. It was downcasting everything to world item, even though that was a door lock. And by using scriptable objects, Unity doesn't do that anymore. It actually keeps the right classes. So that's why we had to refactor everything. Serialize. So let me do okay. Let's see if that works. Damn, this project, man. So big. Well, it's big to me. 2 years of coding. Pretty much. Okay, so now we need craft one of this, and I need more wood. And here's the thing, you don't want to place the lock when you're outside of your base. You would place the lock when you're inside, right? And I need to fix that. See? That's the stretching. There we go. That removes it from our inventory. Good. So it looks like it was just a piece of code that was missing. And that was missing because the building blocks, they call a spawn building block. This is a class that all the building blocks inherit from. The positioner actually inherit from that. So all building blocks, they call that code, and this code actually goes through and fire the event to remove it. And for the door locks, they are kind of building blocks, but not really. The door lock positioner, it doesn't inherit from anybody. Well, it does. Interactable base item behavior. Yeah, but so this is where that code should be. So this entire thing here should be moved to here, right? I'm going to play some Crisis. So lurk mode engaged. Yeah, I'm almost going too, man. I'm streaming since, I don't know, how long am I streaming for? I think I started streaming, it was like 3 or 4. I think. Or was it? Yeah, it was 4 when I started. So 4 hours already. I'm getting pretty tired. So let me just add a note here. Excuse me, guys. Damn it. To do this code should be moved to there. There we go. Okay. Oh, let me stop that. Well, we got some things done. We got like two or three bugs resolved, but of course we found way more, right? We found way more bugs than we fixed, but now we're gonna be hunting those guys. Another thing I want to do, let me close this. One thing I want to do is this UI here. I need to start working on it, because for you guys, when I release the pre-alpha, you guys only would have the option to play, not to play. You guys would have the login, and then the other option you would have was connect. So all these options here, I need to remove it. Of course, quit will be there, but so you would log in and then connect to the server that I would be running. These other options would be in the future, right? So you guys would literally just get the client version of it, the client version of the game, and then later I would be able to give you guys the server and host, so you guys could also host and run a server for the game. Save scenes, save projects. Who is that? Do we have someone streaming, like a friend of ours? I saw there was a bunch of people streaming earlier today. Oh, there we go. There we go, man. I'm gonna host someone that's super cool. Hopefully you guys are gonna like him. He's a very nice person. Let me, I'm gonna play one more song, guys, and then I'm gonna be hosting him. So yeah, guys, thanks so much for watching this stream. I really do appreciate. Thank you so much for watching. Thanks for the follows and everything. I love you all, and I see you guys tomorrow night again. Thanks, guys. Bye bye. Hold on for a minute if you guys want to see the host, or if you guys want to stay for the host. See you guys. Yag. See you, man. Bye bye, everyone.